Welcome to Idols of Industry. We're here at the HVAC Genius Academy with instructor Professor Butler to discuss the internet sensation, Mr. Fat Cheeto. Professor, Mr. Fat Cheeto was one of your students, correct?
Yes, of course he was. How could I forget? He makes quite the impression on everyone he meets.
Wow, sounds like he was a great student. How was he with fellow students?
Well, they had their own way of getting along. They definitely loved having him part of the class.
Why don't you go ahead and tell us some things you remember of Mr. Fat Cheeto?
Well, he would finish his projects one way or another. He always made sure we were up to date on our safety protocols, and definitely made sure that the fire system was always working.
What is a memory of him that really stands out about his time in your class?
One thing that really stands out is when we were covering the topic of brazing and system evacuation. I was going over the proper procedure for pulling refrigerant out of a system and making sure using a vacuum pump to get down to 500 microns. The proper way to do things is with a vacuum pump, making sure you get down to 500 microns. From the back of the room, all I could hear was,
"Sweat, purge, and roll. Oh, yeah."
he called a vacuum pump nothing but an overpriced paperweight.
Well, every technician has their own way of doing things, don't they?
Well, you can say that all right. Mr. Fat Cheeto sure has his own way of doing things.
And finally, would you say Mr. Fat Cheeto was one of your best graduates of the HVAC Genius Academy?
Well, that's kind of a touchy subject. Since he's technically on another level, we had to give him something special. So he has a unique, one-of-a-kind diploma. Actually, I just had my kid put something together with some crayons, but don't tell him that.
That's great. Well, thank you, Professor Butler, for taking time out of your day to talk to us about your favorite student, Mr. Fat Cheeto.
I didn't say that.
See you next time on Idols of Industry.
Yep. I had a wonderful time here in San Diego. I feel like Jason will be calling me in a couple of weeks begging me to come work for him. We're headed back to Alabama. That's right.
Would you get in? Get in! Come on!
Anyways, I guess I better go because I think Miss Lisa might be
Cheeto,
a little
come
mad.
on!
I'm coming.
He's done with you!
Yep, I am back from Southern California. I just got to see my buddy Jason Walker. I'm hoping any moment he'll be like, "Hey, I need you to come work for my company, Personal Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling." I expect that call any moment. Yeah. But until then, I've got to find a new place of business here in town and maybe a couple of workers. I don't know. I haven't seen Dustin in a while. I don't know quite if he's working for me still or not. But we'll see. We'll see. We are here in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, at the University of Alabama. That's right. Roll Tide, baby. Yes, we have Paul Bryant and Nick Saban. Legendary. Legendary. Roll Tide. Give me the wisdom, Paul. Speak to me. Paul, the bear. What is on your scroll? Is there any HVAC that I need to know? Show me the way, master. You're a cool dude, man. You're a cool dude. What's up, Nick? Hey, can I play football for you, man? Hey, looks like you got something in your nose. My gosh, you got a big nose. You got a really big nose, Nick. Big nosy.